how long did it? So it took me. I've been practicing this for a year. The mindset you have to already know that you are capable of this. All right, know in your heart that you are a electromagnetic being, an electromagnetic universe. Everything, all matter is just collapsed waves of energy. Just like your body is collapsed waves of energy vibrating at frequencies for us to perceive. You have an electromagnetic field that spirals around you. All right, that energy, that yin and yang, feminine, masculine, hot and cold, charge, discharge energy, push, pull. All right, so that's all around you. So in my mind's eye, I see that flow of energy all around me, and I can guide and direct the push and the pull, the feminine, the masculine. But it to it only took. You should watch some of my early videos. If you go onto my page and go to the telekinesis playlist, you can look at some of my early videos. Like, it's an obvious progression from then to now. So like, this is part of the way doing this only helps so much. Like, I practice this all the time, but most of the work is done by fasting and meditating. That's where you build up most of that chi. Are there tips and stuff you recommend? Yeah, make sure you're here. Let me add you. And just message me. I have a bunch of playlists I like to send everyone that's interested. So, but my biggest tips that I tell everyone is don't give a shit. Like, you have to let go of worrying about what people are gonna think or say about you. Like, and that just goes in general. No, you gotta find your validation in here, and then shield yourself. Know, like, what you're doing, you are important. You are a magical being. Anything you put your mind to, you can accomplish. And don't worry about what anyone says about you outside of that. That's like the biggest thing. And then, like I said, you have to believe. And when I say believe, I mean know you're a telekinetic being. You are capable of anything. And then 3, just diet. So we have so much fluoride and heavy metals in our water. We have to detox all the time. Like, even if you're not drinking tap water, we're bathing in that water, and we have very poor skin, so that shit all gets into us. So detoxing. I fast. I eat like once every 3 days. And I just try to eat vegetables, fruit and vegetables, get living water. That's basically my diet there. And like I said, okay, so when I first was able to do this, because I tried before, I fasted. You don't have to fast for 9 days, but I fasted for like 9 days. And when and that's when, like, I just snapped. I'm like, I'm gonna go do this. I know I can do it. I can do it. And I just went and did it. And like, blew my mind. And I've never stopped since. But that's my biggest recommendation for anyone is fast. Try to get to a point where you can fast for 3 days. And I'm gonna do like something to get people. I want to get like do lives or something to try and help motivate people to fast, because you can heal so much of your body. That's how you unlock piezoelectricity. All right. When damn, I got lights everywhere. So in our pineal gland, we have a crystal, and when you apply a mechanical stress to a crystal, it creates piezoelectricity. Okay, so when we have that energy pushing against that crystal, when we rise that energy up the spine and create that piezoelectricity, that's activating your antenna. So that's when your antenna is activated, you have a higher ability to perceive the flow of energy around you. Like, that's how I'm able to do this, is because of my clean diet and stuff, and because I've decalcified my pineal gland. Like, I'm not any more special than anyone. I've just put in some work to get to the point. Like, I put in a lot of work to get to the point where I am now. But we're all capable of this. It's as easy as just activating your antenna and then knowing you're capable. So like I was saying earlier, we got the yin and yang, the feminine, the masculine, positive charge, negative charge, or charge, discharge. We just need to be able to tap into those energies that, I like this joke. There's an old fish swims by 2 young fish, and he says, morning fellas, how's the water? And the 2 young fish look at each other and say, what the fuck is water? Like, there's a flow of energy all around us. This air, this ether, it flows all around us, and we can tap into it. We're breathing it in, we're taking into us. We can use our magnetism to control the flow of energy around us, because everything's electromagnetic in nature. Everything, frequency, vibration, and electromagnetism. That's the rulers of this universe. So you, like I said, being an electromagnetic world, and all this ether is just electromagnetism. You can use your body to control the flow of energy around you. Like, this is why I love this painting. This is what it looks like in my mind's eye. I see this flow of energy all around me. Spirals of energy coming in and out of everything, coalescing, meeting in the sky like this. These are luminaries, bro. So when you're able to unlock your pineal and able to tap into those energies, and like everyone says, why don't you just use, so using your mind, that's psychokinetics, which I'm not very good at. There are people that can do that, but this is the most electromagnetic thing in our entire bodies. All right, your hands have more nerve endings than anything else in your entire body. So these are why do you think, so here, let me show you a meditation I do, because I use a lot of mudras. Watch me when I'm practicing, and you'll see different hand symbols I'm using, because each one of these, positive charge, negative charge, positive charge, negative charge, positive charge, negative charge, feminine, masculine. I'm using these electromagnetic circuits to create different disturbances in the ether, in the air. So, all right. This is one of my favorite meditations that I use, all right? So we're just gonna unlock all of our chakra centers. So I like to use, we're gonna call the names of the chakras, and we're gonna use the mudras and the mantras. So the etheric and the physical planes, we're gonna unite the two, the hemisphere, the right hemisphere, left hemisphere, feminine, masculine. Once again, everything is just the mixing of these two energies, feminine and masculine energies. So we start right here with Lam, that's your root chakra, Lam, Vam, Ram, Yam, Ham, Sham, Om. So Lam, you just make the 666s with both hands right here, is the Lam. Lam. Another thing, when we chant like Lam, Vam, Ram, that creates a vibration. That vibration is also applying onto that crystal in your pineal gland. Once again, activating that pineal gland so that you're creating the piezoelectricity that allows us to tap into that flow of energy all around us. So the chanting, and if you watch me, a lot of times I sing a lot when I'm practicing this stuff, because one, you want to get yourself in that, have you ever been in that flow state where it's just like win, no matter what? I didn't even mean to do that, but when you get in that flow state, there's no right or wrong. You just know you're gonna win. Everything you do is just gonna go right, because you're in that flow of energy. You're operating in your highest frequency. You're operating under your true self's potential. So that's what we want to get to. Like, so okay, here's another thing. So to create a synapse in your brain, it takes 400 to 600 repetitions to create a new synapse in your brain. So like a new memory or a new skill. Now, when you're playing, it only takes 20 to 40 repetitions when we're playing to create a new synapse. So everything we want to just enjoy. We want to try and make it so it's fun. So when I'm up here, I'm just trying to do whatever is fun and get in that flow state and let myself, I want to remove this and just let the energy flow through me, because that's how I actually learn. No one taught me other than the energy has taught me how to do this. You see me up here and I'll be doing all sorts of weird hand signs and stuff. And that's not because I'm doing it to look cool. I'm doing that because that's how the energy is flowing, and that's how the energy is guiding me to flow, to go with that energy, to not be disruptive, but to be, it's like if you go into a wave pool, you're gonna create bigger waves if you go with the pool, right? If you go with the water, the flow of the water, like if you're smashing against it, you're gonna actually disrupt the waves. So I have waves of energy all around me that I can see and feel. So I'm just becoming a part of that flow. And then when I can see the strings. I have strings